Yeah, it's been a while. Hey, ladies. Hey, everyone. I said ladies first because I just had a night out with a bunch of my hangout crew, and we tend to get together every so often. And we have drinks and we have food, and sometimes we give Divrei Torah, sometimes we just listen to our music. And last night was 90s and early 2000s music. So but of course, we only can do that like in a closed setting. So, like a really fun time. I just like jump right into talking to you because you're probably wondering, like, what? Where you been, girl? So I'm sorry about that. You know me, I'm just like always trying to figure out a video. Should I do one? Should I not? And like, oh my gosh, like this year has been so much of thoughts and process and what I want to talk about, and things that I realize that I need to like re-talk about because a lot of things have changed from like my previous videos about speaking about the country and what to do and so on and so forth. So I'm going to start from the beginning. In my videos before are still relevant, like the information is still important, but I think now, since I've been here so long, I think, and I've met so many other people that have been through situations that I myself have not been through, I could share with you. And I mean, Baruch Hashem, I haven't been through those things. But as my kids have gotten older, I've dealt with issues with them being older. So I'm just going to start at the beginning, and hopefully like I have content and that I remember to upload no matter what I look like. I really come to you guys with like my repairing blister because it always comes when I'm stressed. And I was for a bit, and I had a really bad cold. And every time I have a really bad cold and I'm stressed, I get a blister. So, and it's taking forever, but I feel like if I make that a reason of why I'm not doing the video, then I won't do the video. So I was like, forget it. You know, these people don't know you personally. And if they do know you personally, they like you, whether you have a blister or not a blister, whatever, just do the video. So I'm doing the video. So the first thing I want to quickly talk about is starting again from ground zero, making aliyah, coming to Israel. And when people make aliyah to Israel, usually people make for a comfort zone. I think I mentioned this before. People move to ramat beit shemesh. They don't learn the language. Well, so a lot of things have changed there. So there are more people, like you could move to ramat beit shemesh and never learn the language. And then that's on you because there's definitely lots of opportunity to learn the language in ramat beit shemesh. It's just you get caught in your bubble of English speakers and you stick with that and you never learn the language. And it's kind of embarrassing if an Israeli say, oh, how long you been here? And you say, oh, I've been here like 10 years. I've been here 5 years. And they're like, what? You don't speak the language? So, but there are definitely opportunities. I have a friend that just moved to Ramat Beit Shemesh maybe 2 years ago, and like they are proactively, like their kids speak the language fluently. They make a point of thinking about schools to put them in that have more Israelis in it so that the kids learn it. And then the parents are making an effort to learn the language through different websites and things. One is Pimsleur, which I am also redoing because my Hebrew is not where it needs to be. Based on how long I've been here, right? I should be fluent, but I'm not. So there's that. So there are other communities, and I'm just going to name those communities quickly. There's Ramat Beit Shemesh. I just told you, you can learn the language now. You just have to put in the effort. Second one, Harrish, Harrish. It's another great place. Beersheba is like, whoa, like amazing, cheap. You will learn the language. Your children will learn the language, the culture. It's very important to get the culture down. So there's Beersheba, Harrish, Ramat Beit Shemesh. Those are 3 top on my list. I do not recommend Jerusalem. I live here again. I think I told you guys that. Jerusalem's great, but it's expensive. And of course, I mentioned yeshuvim, which I'll talk about that in another video. But there are plenty more communities. There's another one, Yonatan, which is far north. Pardes, Chana. So there's places in the Shamrom region, but that's a very political area. So if you're not looking to be, all like political and getting to political discussions, maybe not the Shamrom. But safely, those. I will not say Ranana unless you got like buku money. I don't care what anybody say. Ranana is a very expensive place to live. And it's a certain definitely level of economic bracket. Kiryat Gat, Carmel Gat, that's another one. So these are the ones that I mentioned. So I'll try and type it down in the bottom for you for these communities. And if you think of something and you want advice about a community, you can ask me and I'll tell you. But the main thing, Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Facebook groups with the name of the city is your friend. You can learn so much by just using social media. And going to platforms. If you say, oh, I'm so from, I don't do TikTok, I don't do Instagram, I don't want to do Facebook. Well, okay, that you could do that. But in this day and age, if you really want information, that's the way to get it. And to get advice or see other people that you do not know, that do not have a vested interest in you moving to where they are. So it'll be more honest. It'll be clearer. You'll have more of an understanding. So I highly suggest that you are on social media platforms and that you are using Google because it's your friend. It wants to help you. Chat GPT, which is everybody using now. So yeah, I'm going to type those names of those communities that I just mentioned that are top on my head and that I know have successful aliyot there. Yeah, and I will try and upload another video another day. So thanks and talk to you later. Bye.